second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lillard surveying the D. Shoots the three. Second chance shot. A shake. And Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Barnes is really textbook in his posture on his shot. I mean, he squares up well and knocks it down.
Oh, Giannis punches it home.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Shoots it. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
You know, Barnes is a versatile scoring forward. We've seen him heat up quickly, and he's capable of doing that.
They get the rebound. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Prince misses. San Antonio leading by 10. Wembanyama, right side. Lillard outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Down low. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Wembanyama, no good.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Barnes outside. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. .107 left here in the second. Wembanyama down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Wembanyama outside. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Trent with the wide open look. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Here's Wembanyama. Ripped away. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out to the right wing. Pass to Trent. Connaughton with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Vassell drives in. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He is going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
your box striker crew.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be back with you shortly. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whoo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Wembanyama. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Lillard. And it's Fox with the rebound. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Knocks it loose. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Nice transition bucket by Wembanyama.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Wembanyama, a screen. Barnes can't get it to go.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Giannis inside.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate the report. Vassell, wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got 9.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Lillard outside. Here's the floater. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 7. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Nobody near Lillard. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
so effective in the catch and shoot as Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Giannis. Using his size, Giannis!
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
A 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Fox with plenty of space. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Lillard left side. "26 seconds left to play in the third. Antetokounmpo inside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. With the clock winding down. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
On the inbound, and it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
First personal foul. First team foul. San Antonio foul. De'Aaron Fox. First personal foul. First team foul.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Castle. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground.
The third. 43.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Fox. Pass to Castle. A 3 from Barnes. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And it's Lillard missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Inside. And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Vassell outside. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. That's a 2 from Barnes. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7. Lopez outside. Fires for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Fox with it. Picked up by Portis. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. San Antonio again missing. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Fox. And they'll get another chance. Wembanyama. No good from the wing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it and then outworks them.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Wembanyama outside. Vassell outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Outside Portis. Drives to the hoop. And Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
It's been like this all night for both teams.
Oh, what a move! Giannis!
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured this year.
And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
It's Fox with the drive. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for San Antonio. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Launches the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Prince. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The three from Barnes. Tipped away.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he can't get either to fall. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of two is good. That shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
They get it again. Lopez. No good with the layup. San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 6. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Off the inbound pass. Can't connect. And so it's the Spurs with the win. They seem to relish their role as the back.